is first. Okay. Yes, thanks again, Soph.
No problem. You're on.
Woo! Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. So we've got Sharon and Jean and Susan. Hi. We've got Exit ZX McLean in Arizona. Donna, oh my goodness. Hi, Tina. Hi, Jean. Hi, Sherry. So glad you guys are here. We've got a lot to talk about. I know some of it is repetitive. You guys have seen this a couple times. I think it's a little unfair that other people get to show my bag before I do, but that's okay. I can live with that. But a lot going on. Hello, hi Ruth Ann, hi Joanne and Cindy and Ann. Oh my goodness, hello Carol. All right, Aline. Oh my goodness, from cloudy South Carolina. Oh, we're going to South Carolina for spring break. Oh, Dean's back. Hello, Dean. Hi, Connie. Hello, Jan. Oh my goodness. So many on here. So excited. So I feel like I should wait before I really talk, but we're running a little behind today. I apologize. Like I said, we've got a lot going on. There's the Tula Pink fabric has been released, so we wanted to make sure we offered it to you as soon as possible, which was right now. And so we were getting that into the system. We had to wait until release date. So that's in. We've got things for spring event, which I know you've been seeing. I want to talk to you a little bit about Bag Lady Club 100, which thank you so much for your responses. My goodness, it's sold out. Gloria asked me to add some more because there were so many of you on the wait list. So I bumped up the number a little bit. And then I had customers come in, probably some of you who are on there, saying, please, I didn't actually get mine and I really want it. So I bumped it up a little bit more. And because of the increments I had to do it in, I actually have one. That's it. It will not be bumped up again because I am completely out of one of the fabrics. And so I have one, or I did at least, have one available. So if you want to do Bag Lady Club, this one, there's one. And so I'm going to be talking about it. I'm going to show you some little sneak peeks into the projects. Someone actually came into the shop and asked me specifically if a certain bag would be in it. And I can't believe she got it right. And so it is a bag that you have seen before. Everybody loved it. And so back from the Panama Canal Cruise, and it was amazing. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Anita. I really want to hear about it because that's on a short list. And so Carolyn finished your market tote. That's great. It is such a fun big bag. I love that bag. I've been asked by a friend to make it a bag for charity and then fill it with some of our handmade goods. So I think that's the bag I'm going to go with. And so, all right, we've got more South Carolina. Love it. Hello, Linda and Jan. Oh, you love Tula. Did I say Tula Pink? It's Tilda, not Tula. But I love Tula as well. And so Gloria has mentioned that if there was something I really wanted, she might consider bringing it in. So if I have other Tula fans, in fact, if you guys want to make comments, because I always think, oh, that might not be our vibe here. So, but if you guys like Tula, I'm more than willing to have her bring it in. And so I just hate to be the one that gives a green light on something and then have it not do well, because then I feel obligated to buy, 300 yards of of Tula fabric, which is a little more than I'm probably going to use. And so, not that I wouldn't, have a good time trying. So love Tilda and love Tula. All right, thank you. So, but again, like if anybody else is thinking, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some Tula from you guys, we can do that. So, okay, we're getting some. We've got some Tula, some in there. So I'll keep an eye on it and see if there's a collection that I'm like, oh, we really need to bring that in. So we may do that. Or at least like she's got some different like webbings and things too. So that could be really fun for us big ladies. So I think we could probably get started. For anyone new, I feel like all of you look familiar to me, but if you're new, you're at Gloria Horn Sewing Studio, and we appreciate you being here. We do classes, as most of you know, every day of the week, and we do some machine classes as well in the afternoon, although it probably mixes up. I shouldn't say those are only in the afternoon, but I'm generally here on Tuesdays, hit or miss. As you guys know, my kids and a little bit of travel take me away, but I'm doing mostly bags. And the first thing I think I want to talk about today is spring event. We'll do it real quick. I was tasked, so I was tasked a little late in the game. So I had said, oh, I'll do a class. I'll, headline, so to speak. So I had worked on a bag. I should have brought it with me. It's really cute. John actually had made the bag and had it before. It's a leather bag, kind of a hobo style. Really nice. I made it two-tone and thought it'd be really fun with this fabric and the denim, because this is our spring event fabric. So I worked on that. I made it. I adjusted sizes. And most everyone, I thought, liked it. But then they were like, we really want this to be a serger project, not a sewing project with a little bit of serging to it. And I was like, oh. So back to the drawing board. And I don't do a lot with serger, so I was a little nervous, and to say the least. But I brought home, Steve put it in my car, and I didn't buy it, but there's a chance it may not come back because I am obsessed with this machine. He sent home the Bernina L890, so it's their top of the line. And if anyone is nervous about serger, I'm curious, how many of you are nervous about sergers? Because I am kind of a nervous Nelly about sergers. You throw in, like, you can have, 6 different spools of thread, and they're all crazy and stuff. And so I actually have a serger at home, but I don't use it much because it kind of intimidates me, even though it's a really great baby lock. And I haven't used it much. I use it for a few things. So, all right. So we've got some people. Thank you. So the idea of teaching a bag entirely on a serger was like, oh boy. So we got some love. I'm flipping to the love side. So we have, like I said, the Bernina L890. It's going to be there, and that's what you'll be sewing on. And it is like serging for dummies. And I hope none of you are offended by that comment. Steve, because I came in, I'm like, oh, I love this machine. I was like so excited. I was bouncing off the walls basically. And so he was like, I'm so glad you're a dummy. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Steve. That's really kind. But I promise you, we're going to go step by step. But even when you're not sure about it, this machine literally, it has like beginner mode and expert mode. So beginner mode takes you through every tiny little step. Not only does it take you through the step, it shows you videos of exactly where the thread goes on the machine and where it goes to. It is absolutely amazing. And so Ruth Ann, see, even you, I know it, but once you kind of get used to it, but I love that since I don't use one often, it like guides me through everything I need to do and shows me videos. And it's like every setting, I'm obsessed. And so we are going to be using that machine. I think you guys are going to love it. I am really excited. I feel much more comfortable. Marie, I appreciate the confidence builder, but I have to admit, this machine makes it where I'm like, okay, now I did spend about 20 hours reading the I Love to Serge book from Bernina and going through everything and really trying to figure out what I was doing. And so, yes, Deanna, we will definitely be doing it here as well. And so just as there will be a pattern available after the spring event for it. But so I want to show you, I know it's been shown before, but it's kind of fun. So it has this big pocket, and it goes both ways, and so it's huge, and I did it on both sides. And so we're going to have this fabric and the denim. The lining fabric will be different than this, and we're not using Bosal. It's going to be a little thinner. So those of you, I'm telling you guys more than Gloria kind of tells. I put Bosal in this one so that it would show better on air, and so but ours is going to be a little more like this one. And so this was my first attempt at it, so there's little tweaks to both. But look how cute this is. Sorry, I need to reshape it a little bit. It's been thrown around. So just a really great bag. And it does stand on its own, but it's just a little thinner. And so but I think you're going to love this bag. We're using some fun stitching down the side. It's a ladder stitch. You then stitch it and then separate it. And then we're going to have really cute zipper pulls. So I want to show you on this one. We're having the same pulls as this. So we're going to have these little butterflies, but in rainbow. Really fun and cute. And then our other projects are, we're going to have this pillow, which I don't know if it's been zoomed in on or not, but you guys, you're going to learn how to do this pinpoint, and everything fits in here just perfect, and including, oops, this one doesn't have all of it on there. I'm going to turn it, I'm sorry. and including along the strips. And so I don't think this one got finished. I'm going to flip out the pillows just so you guys can see one completely done. They're doing 2 colorways, so you'll be able to. Linda, you like the Bosal? You have your own choice. If you want to do Bosal, you can. It's a little bit, I think it might be a little harder with the, at the event to have Bosal. And so that's part of my thinking as well. And so, but look how beautiful that is and how nicely it all fits in there. And so this is what you'll be doing this one as well. Really some great techniques. And so let's see, will the bag club be, Marie, I'm not sure what's coming next. And so I'm gonna move these over here. Sorry, I'm trying not to bump the camera as I go back there. All right, will the bag club be recorded? So if you're talking about at the event, I don't think the classes are being recorded. And so, but Bag Lady Club is, so Bag Lady Club, crack my brain up, is going to have this book in it. And it's going to have 3 projects. And so it's going to have all this stuff going on. I wanted to let you know we've had a bit of a delay from the books from, I'm sorry, what is there? It's HarperCollins is the company that made the book that's printing it, and that's who we're getting it from directly. And they're behind on processing their credit apps. More information than you really want to know. We're paying with a credit card, so I don't really understand why we even have to go through that process, but that's what they want us to do, so that's what we're doing. So we're now looking at a ship date of mid-March, so probably March 15th. So I wanted you to know if you're thinking it's getting shipped this week, just like I had promised you, it's not. It's going to be in 2 weeks. And so we're getting very close to it. Bag Lady Club, Marie, thank you. So that's this. We are going to have, again, 3 bags. I'm going to show you. So if you don't want any like spoilers, you got to like ignore me for a minute or 2. So we're going to get the book, of course. In there, we're going to make one of the bags. I'm not even going to tell you which bag, but this is close to the fabric. This isn't exact. I had asked Sophie to run next door. So we're going to have this beautiful, look at this beautiful fabric. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. So I turn it this way. That might be easier to see. So we're going to have that and this. And then we have, it's actually going to be more of a gray fabric. So it's a little bit on the dark side, but I fell in love with this fabric and how these colors just really pop. And so so one of the bags is going to be made out of this fabric, and that'll be the bag from the Make 100 bags. And so I'm hoping you guys like it. And then we're doing, but yes, we will be doing the bags live. And so the next one, this is the one that someone guessed. Oh, I forgot to show you this because, oh, well, I'll wait. All right. So then this is the bag that we are going to be making as well. So this is one of the Tiffini bags. And so I guess they're Bag Lady Club now. But so this is the bag that I got while I was in Italy last spring break in Rome. So you're going to be making something similar to this. It's not the same colorway, but we have a zipper going. In fact, I don't have the sample completed, so I apologize. It still needs a strip across the top, and the lining is at home, but I didn't grab it. So, but this is the version essentially. Now there will be variations because we're doing all faux leather. You'll have the choices of doing either like 1-inch strips is what I was bumping it up to, or you could stick with 3/4. I think this side sort of shows more similar to the colors that we have available to us. And so, but how cool is this? So super fun. I told you we were going to do some things with different fabrics. So I've been wanting to do this faux leather bag for you guys anyway. So we're getting there. And then we're doing a knockoff bag plus another bonus one that I don't have a sample at all for you. So there's actually going to be 4. So, because I just can't help myself. All right. So this bag, oh my gosh, you guys. So this is the prototype. Look how cute it is. So I was told that we wanted something that wasn't just a tote bag. And so we've got one kind of tote, and then we've got, well, several that aren't. But this is a knockoff of a bag. I think the brand name is Kite, K-H-A-I-T-E. And it's a $2,100 bag. And look how cute it is. And it's 4 fabrics. So they've got it with all kinds of different prints, but they also have it with that's all black. So we will have a version kit, not in the Bag Lady Club kit, but later when we're doing this bag that will be in all black. And what they did is they did different textures. Now I only have 2 textures. This is actually kind of a fur. And so, but like one that's like heavy duty. It's not gonna like fall apart. And so, yeah, I bet it is waitlisted, Carrie. And unfortunately, I literally had 1 left, and that was with me having added 15 more than I was planning on doing. And so, like I said before, I appreciate how excited you guys are and the support, but I can only do so many, and I ran out of fabric, and so I can. But I'm glad. I hope you guys like it. Again, patterns are going to be available for them, and after, and then different kits. So some of them I won't be able to do the same kits. Some of them I will be able to. So I'll do my best with that. The other thing, you're going to get little goodies, because remember, this is Bag Lady Club 100. And I want to explain something, because I had a customer come in and say, now that 100, it doesn't mean like in our kit we have to count the items, does it? Well, yes, we kind of do, because if I gave you 100 items, I mean, unless I was cutting all the strips for this bag, but so it is going to be like, you know, if a bag kit requires, let's say, 3 fabrics, well, that's 3 items. So 100 items is items each. Anything we have to touch, so to speak, that's separate. But like the book, it's an item. But also, look what I found. So we know we always have to have our snacks in there, right? So now these may not be the same one, so it'll vary, but 100 calorie snacks, right? Because how perfect. And then let's see, what's this one? Oh, Funyuns, also a 100 calorie snack. So something like that might be in your kit. And then what about if I give you 100 grand? See? So anyway, that's what's going to be, that's kind of to give you a little sneak peek of what you're going to be getting. It is an amazing, amazing kit. I'm so excited about this club kit. So I hope you are too. It seems like I'm getting some positive things in there. But I did want to say something about the 100, because a customer came in and said that, and I was like, oh boy, you can't, there's no way we could do that at this price. And so it's $100 for 100 pieces. And so, all right, I'm going to put all this back in here, because we've got more to do today, and see and sell, and we're going to, all right, so everyone seems to be positive. I'm loving that. Oh, I wanted to show you one other thing, or 2 other things. Kate, I think, had this in here. So I think Bag Lady Club sold out. Let's just call it that. The Make 100 bags. As of right now, I can add more of this book to the order. All the fabric is included, Marie. And so if you want this book, please, you go ahead and get that ordered. I'll definitely be making sure I get the final number to them within the next 2 days. And so, Jean, I suppose I could, but I'm not going to. I was planning on doing just 60. We're up to 75 right now. And it's one of those things that we don't make very much on this kit. I'll be honest. I actually contribute for myself as well towards it. So for example, I'm not charging for the patterns that are in the kit. And then like this one, I'm probably going to be doing the fabric myself, but then we'll be billing on the candy and things I do myself. So there's some things that at a point my husband says, you have to quit this. It's a job. You're supposed to be getting paid, not paying to be there. So can you have a peek? Yes, definitely. So again, Make 100 bags. And not to make you feel guilty. I hope that came out funny. So I didn't mean it that. I love what I'm doing. And sometimes I get a little excited and carried away. And I think, oh, 100 calorie snacks and 100 gram candy bars. And for me, it brings me joy. So I do that. And so, all right. So again, this is by Stuart Hillard, excuse me. It is up for an award as far for creative books this year. There he is. Let me see if I can get to a good... It goes over like different techniques and hardware. So it really gives you like a background on bag making as well, like how to do piping. So this is all techniques in here, creating webbing, how to attach magnets. Here's things for like doing patchwork if you want, because patchwork is one of the techniques he uses. And so let's see. So he shows how to do like some improv things. And then as we get in, doing some strips, and then we get to our project. So here's a picture with him with several of the projects, all kind of done in the same fabric. So it sort of shows you what they all are like a bit. We've got the Don't Shoot the Messenger bag. Let's see what's next. We've got Essential Day bag. Let's see. And he shows, like I said, different variations of it. Just gonna see. Let's see. Here's, I think this one's cool. A Japanese rice bag. I made one of these when I came back from Japan. And so, but it goes through all the techniques, even things like covering the ends of your drawstrings. And then he'll show you different ideas of how to do that. So that gets you up to that. I like this one too. Keeping it crafty catty. And so, let's see. There's the bindle bag. Here's a kind of a basic box tote or box bag. A little wallet. Really cute, clips on. Here's another one. Fast and Fabulous tote. And it's, like I said, it's just fun to see his different piecing that he does in them. It's a date bag. There's another one. It says it's for a passport, the Voyager. This is cool. I like this bag with the stripes, the way he did that. And he tries to do different like hardware and different ways of like piecing the bag, like putting piping in versus not. So I just think he does a really nice job of kind of giving you some options, a lot of education in there as well. And so that's the bag. So if you're the bag book, so if you're interested in that, that is great. There's something. Oh, the other thing I wanted to suggest, it's not going to come in the kit. I didn't use it, so I cut all my strips myself. But if you want to make your life a little bit easier, or you're like, I'm going to make a million of that Italian bag, the Stripology Square. So if you want, this will help you cut, and it has various widths on it. And so you could make your strips, you could go, what, half an inch, or you could go a full inch. So if you wanted that. Let's see, someone posted a Kate bag on Glory's Facebook made from scrap jean fabric. Is there a pattern for it? There is a pattern for it. In fact, Kate's going to add it right now. It's one of mine, and I actually just restocked us here, so I know it can go out right away. So thank you. I'm glad you like it. And so, all right, so if you want to get a Stripology Square, I just thought I'd show it to you in case like cutting all those 1-inch strips is going to be painful for you. And painful not necessarily from your hand, but just it's a little tedious, and so that's okay. So that's that. What else do we want to show? We're not going to get much sewing done today. I was worried that I wasn't prepared enough, but now I'm like, oh, we're talking so much. So these are amazing. I didn't realize, maybe you guys knew, I didn't know that we could do like OESD patterns and show them and then sell you the pattern only. I thought it was like an online only thing. But so this last week, Johnny did these, which I've had my eye on this to do anyway. So, but look at these. And I think they were on another show too. And then I think Kate made this one, and there's this, but you can, all of these bags are on this tapestry zipper bag pattern. It's a 3 design set. And so, oh, someone's asking, how does the bag club work? So Bag Lady Club works, you get this kit. It comes with at least 3 bags to make and patterns, and all the materials to make at least those 3 bags, plus some different bonus items, kind of whatever I decide to put in there. So we've got some fun things that are going in. And then it kind of also sets up what classes I'll be teaching, because I'll use that club as, okay, now we're going to be making it. So we'll be starting probably in April, since now we're looking at a March 15th date to release release those kits, to be able to get those shipped out to you. So that'll probably start April. It'll go probably like April and May, maybe into early June. We'll see. And so, oh, I'm talking too much. I'm starting to get a little scratch.
And these tapestry bags are all made in the hoop too.
Oh yeah, so these are all made in the hoop. I know that's not typically what I do, but I also don't typically do serger, so it's fun for us to challenge ourselves and have something new, right, Kate? All right. So I love these. They're so cute. Do we carry zippers for the bags? We do. I don't know if we have them, if it's something we can just quickly, sorry, I can see my hair. I don't know if it's something we can add quickly for you guys, but we do have zippers available. I also have, we have the linens. Well, these aren't going to match all those. I did bring in a little bit of zippers. So many things, I'm telling you guys. So I have the linens. So if you want a linen pack, because these were all made with linen, which is really nice because it gives you a little bit of that like stiffness to it. So here's a sampling. You get 5 different linens. I'm going to move these forward and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, they're everywhere. Excuse me. So you can get 5 linens. We have that. We have, I have zipper pulls here for you, but now I'm like, I didn't bring zipper tape. I do have plain zipper tape for you. I didn't bring it in, and I don't think I've ever had Kate make an item for it, so I apologize for that. Well, Adriana, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and so we appreciate your business. And so, all right, I'm going to move those. We have, if you're interested in zipper pulls, Susan was in the shop this last week and she saw that I had a handmade zipper pull and was like, oh, I want those. And I said, well, we will sell them next week. So it is next week. So we are selling them in sets of 10 and you can get whatever finish you want. So they say handmade on them. Oh, I need to move down. And these, I'm missing 2 finishes. So here you will see I have antique gold, I have nickel, I have regular gold, I have matte black, which is so cool, and I have rainbow. I am missing, what am I missing? Rose gold and gunmetal, which would be the shiny black. And so we can get them. I'm placing that order. I'm hoping today or tomorrow. Gloria's out sick. And so again, so I just kind of need to have her give me my green light. It's all in my order. And so, so anyway, if you're interested in those, we have those. We also have the handmade labels. And so I have one on the bag that we're going to be starting today. So right here, you can see this one's in nickel. And it just adds, like, it ups your bag game when you add, like, the little hardware touches. And so you can see the handmade is the same. And we can get this in all of the finishes as well. And we're selling them in sets of 5, right?
Yes.
Yes, sets of 5. Oh, sorry. I don't know if it's like because we had a little bit of warm weather, but I feel like I have allergies today. All right, so that's kind of that stuff, right? Okay. Next.
We want to talk about this bag.
Oh, sure. We got all kinds of fun stuff. Move that out of the way. I love these bags, though. They're so cute. All right. I'm going to set that up with you, dear, so I don't lose them. All right, so this is much bigger than it really is, I think, isn't it?
Smaller. It's tiny.
No, I meant the picture is bigger.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a little bag charm, and look how cute it is. It's a little backpack. And so these are on their way here. So if you're interested in this, I don't know, do you know how big it is?
I would assume it's a little smaller than the picture.
Okay, so it's a little bit smaller than the picture, but how cute is that? I love it. And so, I wouldn't want to make it though. It's so tiny, it would be hard to make, I think. Yeah. Shame on me, the bag lady saying I don't want to make a bag, but I am not person 0, Dean. It's just, I don't know. You're right, I am coughing today though. I think it's I just get talking, but I'm not moving. Like if I'm moving around, I don't know. I can justify it with whatever, but I'm coughing. All right, so we have, what else do we have? Oh, we had going back to this, we forgot the thread kits. So if you're interested in making these and doing the bags, back to this, we have some color play threads so that you would be able to do it. So how fun are these? So like if you wanted more of a neutral palette, kind of like for that one. Here's a pink one. Oh, and then this gives you like so many options. And this was done with regular thread. It's not the thick thread, it's embroidery thread. They just stitch over it a lot of different times. Like when you look at this one especially, I feel like it really pops out. It looks like they used a really dense thick thread, but instead it was a bunch of, oh, Steve said the bags were about 3 by 3. Okay, I didn't realize he had already shown them. So anyway, this is, let's see. This one is called Chicago. So that's the Chicago collection, if you like that one. This one is called Miami. So that's the Miami. The blue one, you would think I've looked at two. Oh, this is Nashville. And I think this is just a 12 pack of variegated. And so Kate says she used a variegated for this one. I think it turned out really, really cute. And so John used all like solids. And so, all right. I'm going to be the size of like a Post-it note. So about like that for the little backpack. And so what size zipper is used in the OESD? So there's a couple different sizes used here. John used a number 3 on this one. This one looks like a 4.5 YKK. And this one, I believe, is a 3 YKK, but I'm not positive. Yeah, I think this is a 3 as well. And so, so you could use either. I mean, a 5 would work as well. It would give you a little bit denser. I actually think a 5 in this one would look really cute. And so, actually any of them. All right. How long did they take to stitch out?
I would say probably around like 45 minutes.
So Kate's saying 45 minutes. Well, you have a mic on. They can hear you. So about 45 minutes, we think. That's what we're going with. All right. I grabbed this because I thought it was cute. It's for St. Patrick's Day. It says, close your eyes and make a wish, then slip this bracelet on your wrist. When the bracelet breaks in two, the wish you wished will come true. So I don't know if any of you do anything for St. Patrick's Day, but I thought that was really sweet. I don't know if that's there. Oh, here. This charm isn't sitting very nicely. There you go. So there's a little 4-leaf clover. And so just kind of cute. Anything else that we're like determined we want to show? We've shown.
Do you want to talk about what you're making today and the things that you need to make?
All right. Well, we also have the Tilda fabric. So if you guys are interested in the Tilda fabric, what time is it? I feel like I'm using up a lot of time.
It is 1 o'clock.
Woo, guys, it's 1 o'clock already. All right, let's play with our bag for a little bit. I feel like I want to accomplish something. All right, so morning post. I know some of you got the kit for it, and a lot of you got the pattern. And so I do want to show you, I have some different kits. So if you are interested in playing along with us, we're starting today. And so this kit I think is sold out. So I'm hoping it's zeroed out because I didn't see any more fabric over there. Kate's going to look at it here in a second. She's trying to tidy up for me because I'm a hot mess. But if you got this one, you got this really nice plaid, which I love. And then the inside is, I'll put that up there so you can see a little better. It has like the gazebos and everything. Sorry, it also has my zippers in there so I don't lose them. So that's the bag we're going to do. I'm working on one with you guys. I've loved this fabric for so long, and I'm not sure that this is the right project for it, but I love it, and I keep looking at it, and so I decided to make a kit with it. So this is going to be the outside of it. This will be the lining. So that's one kit option. This one John picked, and I think this is amazing. If I'd had it at home, even though I love this fabric, I might have gone with this one instead. So it's this brown fabric, and it's a batik, so it's really nice. You can go either direction, of course. And then the color, I have to admit, was a little tricky to match for a lining, but I found this dot that I think is perfect with it. And so it's got a little shimmer. I wasn't really going shimmer, but just a tiny bit, but I think that's really nice. I wanted to find one that was more gender neutral or manly man, but John said he would like this bag himself. So finished size of the Morning Press, we'll get to that, I promise. Let me show these real quick. And then this is another one that's really pretty. This is a Chonga Wang, and I've always liked this fabric too. So I picked this one, which I think would look really nice with this bag. And then these kits, excuse me, come with the zippers and hardware that you need, including the little handmade. So like this one's going to come with gold because it has a little bit of gold in it. And so anyway, those are the kits. So if you're interested in playing along but you wanted a kit, please, let's see, if I'm concerned if this gets wet and color runs. Are you talking about the batik? I wasn't worried about it, but if you're concerned about it, feel free to pre-wash your fabrics. You can always do that. And so, all right, I'm gonna move these off to the side. So again, those are our kits. And because we're starting this project now, if you are ordering kits, if you're able to possibly close out your purchase today so that I know it, and I will come in tomorrow and get those kits made really quick so that they get shipped out to you right away so that you'll have them in time for next week. That's kind of my goal at least. And so let's put this on here. Although I have afternoon tea scheduled for tomorrow, so I'll come in the morning to do it. But afternoon tea I'm trying at Nagley Inn. So I don't know if anybody has tried it before, but I'm very excited for it. And so, all right, those are all those kits. I'm going to just shove it in here because we're not going to get very far on this bag and I want to keep moving. All right, so I was going to say something else to you. Someone asked me about some details on the bag. So this is the pattern. We ran out of the pattern itself, so I had to make a copy for myself, and that is totally fine. So on here you'll see it fits up to a 17-inch lap top. The details on it, here's the back of the pattern. This actually works better because you can see the front and the back at the same time. Maybe I'll do it this way all the time. All right, so it's 15 1/4 wide, 11 inches high, 2 1/4 inches deep. And so it features a zipper top closure. So it zips across the top, and then it has 2 front zipper pockets. I will tell you, this bag, I don't know why, but there's something wrong with it. Not wrong, just it's something that I think we could easily adjust and make ourselves a little happier. But look inside. See how that lining fabric is all smooth, both sides. You know why it's smooth? Because there's no pockets on the inside. Why are there no pockets on the inside of a bag? So anyway, I would recommend, as an alteration to this, oops, sorry. My son told me I need to go have it chopped because I'm fiddling with it way too much anymore. So there's a couple adjustments I would make to the pattern, not a lot. I think it's a great pattern. One would be adding slip pockets to the inside. It's simple enough to do, it doesn't take a ton of fabric. You probably have a little bit extra when you're cutting anyway. So that would be one. The second thing I would do, so again, these are minor things, not deal breakers on the pattern, just suggestions or options. The flap here, the cover for the zipper. She didn't have, I didn't have you add any shape flex or anything to it. And so that is something I would recommend. I think it's a little too loose here. I think if it had a little something to it, it would give it some body. And now I might make it now with that, which I'm going to for the next sample, and be like, oh man, that's so thick, it just stands out crazy. So we probably are gonna have to add a little stitch on the edge there to keep it flat. But that's the only thing. Yeah, even a mesh pocket inside. That's a great idea, Sherry. And so, right, Sharon, you need pockets for things inside. And so, I mean, I get there's these nice, beautiful pockets on the outside, and I'm thrilled about that. But, all right. So those are kind of the things I wanted to tell you about that I thought, oh, these could be some just little improvements or adjustments if you want. And so, but they're not in the pattern, just my suggestions. All right. So, thank you, Deanna. I'm looking forward to it. Never been there before, so I was kind of like, has anybody else gone there? So I can, you know, have some insights. All right, so what I tried to get done, but I didn't get as far as I would have liked, is you're going to add interfacing. You're going to cut everything and add interfacing. So again, I decided to use this as my bag exterior. I didn't mark my pieces. I do highly recommend marking pieces because a lot of these are very similar sized. And so that's okay. All right, I think those are my two zipper sides. Okay, I think we're in good shape. And then you're gonna have your bosal. Now, this pattern, the way she does it, you don't put it on first. And so we're going to stitch everything in place, and then so we'll make our sides of our bag. So we'll make a side, we'll make another side, and then we're actually going to just stitch the outside of that to the bosal. And so if you wanted to do it differently, I'm not really sure. I'm trying to remember. It's like with the pocket and everything, I think it might kind of be a little awkward to do that. But anyway, so it's a little bit different than what we sometimes do. In fact, most of the time I feel like we add our bosal and then we construct everything around that. And so this time that gets added after. So I wanted to kind of tell you that. And so for bosal, you're going to have front and back. You're going to have your gusset and your zipper lining. And so that's it for that. Now, our lining, again, I decided to go with this blue kind of check fabric. On this kit, I will tell you, I don't have a lot of the lining fabric. So if you order it and I run out of it, I will substitute something similar. But it will be very, very similar. So, all right. Let's see if we can get started. So I added shape flex to pretty much everything. In her pattern, she didn't say to do that, but I felt like because that was a little floppy, I just decided for this with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just shape flex everything. If you are in need of shape flex, because I feel like we go through a lot in bag making, I do believe we have it as an item as well as the bosal. And so if you need to restock, we've got that available for you. And so, all right, I'm going to get started here. I do have to read the pattern because I didn't. What brand is the liking? Oh, the lining. You know what? The lining is, I think it's just from Benartex. And so I don't know. I don't know what collection it's from. And so, but we have other things very, very similar. I have to admit, I was kind of hurrying because I wanted to try and stitch one side of the bag before we got started today, but we had so many products and we were just trying to get everything as ready as we could for you guys that I just didn't get as much like sewing done as I would have liked beforehand. Like I got nothing done. And so now I do know I had brought a webbing with me as well. Exactly, Ruthann. You never can have enough, can you? We go through so much shape flex. Let's see. I put in a blue. Well, you know what? We were going to sell webbing. So I'm going to show you the pink sand webbing, and I'm going to use one. Thank you. Oh, did you guys see this one? We haven't shown you this one in a while. So this is a 1.5 porky. I'm all like grabbing stuff, but she's trying to help me. She's gonna kick me out. She's gonna be like, that's enough. No more bag lady. All right, so just look how cool that is. I think this is a Sally tomato. And so if you're making like, let's see, it has like black in it, it has that turquoise, it has gray. So like if you were making any sort of bag, you could even make this one. Like how cute would this be? And you could do like a gray faux leather or a black or something like that, but have this pop of color be your handles and your strap on the outside. It'd be so cool. So now that I'm saying it, I feel like I should be offering you faux leather, but I'm not going to. And so, but really a cool webbing. And so, all right. I don't think I grabbed a darker blue. If you're looking for webbings, you have 2-yard increments of the pink sand. So there's lots of different colors. We've got a navy, actually I'd call it more of a royal. We've got this light blue. We've got this kind of greenish teal color. I know I say I'm not going to sell anything anymore, and then I just start, here, I'm going to move that out of our way. We've got the butter color. We've got a purple, black. Oh my goodness, there's so many. We have navy, which is very similar to the black, and we have this kind of grayish color. We also sell our other ones that we buy in bulk in 5-yard increments, and so you guys have seen those before. All right. So I think for this one, I had a turquoise at home that I was like, oh, this will be really fun with it, but I don't know what I did with it. What color do we want, guys? The green could be kind of fun. What do we think of this one? Picture is blurry, they're saying. I don't know if it still is or if you adjusted. Oh, Ruth Ann says good here. So, ooh, how fun is that one? Do we like that? We're going with this one. All right, so could you remove quantity of 1 piece of turquoise? Thank you. Because now I have claimed it as my own. All right. But if you get the kit, I'll also try and get you a turquoise color, because I had a turquoise as well at home that I thought looked really good with it. It really kind of pulled out some of those colors. So put that in there. All right. So the first step is I need 2 strips of this, and I need it cut at webbing. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm not catching this cold that everybody has. I will be very, very sad. All right, webbing, there it is. 16 inches. We need 2 of those. Now, I don't have it here, but on your webbing, if you're using a poly, it's really nice to be able to take like just a little flame, like a lighter, and do the edges. And what that'll do is melt it just enough. So this one's melted here. It'll melt it just enough that it then doesn't fray. And so we're going to be sewing this in right away, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But it is kind of nice to do that so it doesn't unravel on itself. And so I know some people have those thread burners, and I would think that would work really well with it too. And so, all right. So we need 2 of those. Yeah, the turquoise is cute. I like it a lot. All right, I need that, and then I need our piece J, which is a 5-inch piece. It doesn't seem like it's 5 inches. That seems. Did I miss a piece? One webbing piece J. Oh, the webbing piece is J. I'm like, I'm not finding a J. 5 inches for each side of 1 main piece A. All right, main piece A is 3.5, so this was the right one. And we're going to go over 5 inches. I apologize, guys. Our cutting mat with our measurements is over here.
You can move it to the middle if you want.
That's all right. I have too many things on it. So we're going to go to 5 inches. Actually, I'll just mark it. That'll make it easier. Then you guys can see too. All right, so we're going to go 5 inches and 5 inches over here. Yeah, you can see that really well, can't you? A turquoise pen on a navy thing. Jeez. All right, let me try again. Let's see if I happen to have. Snicker bar is still in here. I love Snicker bars too. I think I might just put that in my bag as well. All right. Well, do we have pins or clips? Here we go. We have some clips, guys. So we're going to go to the 5-inch mark, clip that on. We'll do the same thing over here. And so there's 5. Okay, so we'll do that on both sides. So here's our other one. So again, I'm just using this to mark where it goes. Oh, you know what? I don't need, I'm just going to do one side because we'll just repeat. So it's the same thing both sides. So I'm going to do just one, but you'll do both when you're doing your progress on this. Okay, so do that twice. And then we're going to stitch these in place. It's saying to do a little rectangle on here. You can see that's how, well, you may not be able to see it on mine. So I did a rectangle on here. And so I do want to see if I can mark that. Let's fold that back. We're going 2.5 inches, so right here. So I'm just going to mark that. I'm just folding back that fabric so that I can get on here and see where a 2.5 is. All right, 1, 2.5. Okay, so we'll stitch that on really quick. I have yellow thread in the machine today, so it'll show up nice and bright for us. And so, all right. I'm going to increase my stitch length a little bit. I'm going to go up to a 3.0. I have my digital dual feed walking foot. We all know I love my digital dual feed. You know, I've done this with you guys before, so you'd think I would have learned, but we do have a pedal under here, which is lovely, but I didn't plug it in. And now that I'm trying to, it doesn't seem to fit this machine. Let's see, I have another one though. Oh, I have Bernina's. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and do this with pushing the button. So here we go. All right, I'm gonna turn up the speed just a little bit. Cut that. Not bad, that worked just fine. So in a pinch, we can do it that way. I'm a foot pedal kind of girl, but if you can't find your foot pedal or it stops working, this works as well. You just push that green button and it'll take off for you. If you're a little nervous about doing it, put it down to the slow speed. If you want to back stitch over it, you can. We're going to stop that and give it a quick cut. All right, guys. So, I was supposed to do rectangles. Sheesh. See, it threw me off by, all right, here we go. We'll start again. So we got to be a little more cautious of how we do this. I do want slow speed. I'm going to go back one. There we go. I'm going to just turn that to make sure we're nice and straight. Oop. All right. Let's see if I can see where my line is. All right, there we go. I think this is it right here. All right, here we go. Now you can see kind of grooves in the webbing, so you can also use the webbing when you get to the top to help you stitch a straight line. I almost forgot that I had to push the button. All right, there we go. Look back down. Get a little more speed. All right, and go back down to slow since we're over here. I'm gonna move up I went a little too far on my stitching, so I just wanted to, there we go. All right. All right, I think we're good. All right, back one. Oh, excellent. Kate went and got us a foot pedal. Oh, well, Sophie did. Someone did. We're happy. Thanks to Kate and Sophie. We'll give them both credit because Kate probably asked her to. And yay. All right. Creatures of habit. We like our tools the way we like them, right? All right. Give a little back stitch real quick. All righty. So again, you'll do this twice because you'll do it for each side. Go over here. Okay. So this is this part of our bag. And so, so we're going to create our zipper pocket next. So you can see in here, the way this is done, she has you do a little cutout. And so we're going to do that next. So the top done. And so we need one lining piece, pocket facing. Let's see. Make sure I'm getting that right. Oh, the facing is this little guy. Where did it go? All right. So this is, you're going to be cutting out this little shape. And so you'll need two of those, one for each side. There is a template in there for doing that. And so makes it easy. All right. So I want that main piece B, exterior bottom. Okay, main piece, exterior bottom. That's going to be this bigger piece right here. So we're going to, let's see, with right side together, center on here. So we're going to center this on here. Now, I will tell you, in my prepping today, I didn't get this finished. I would like to have added some shape flex to it, and I didn't. So when you're doing yours, you should have your shape flex on there already, so that will work a little better for you. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to stitch along the inside edge of that. I do suggest using some pins, and I'm going to see if we have any in here. I found one for sure. Better than nothing, right? We'll pin that right in the center here. I can use clips for the corners, and that should work just fine. All right, so we're going to go clip on here and clip on here. Again, you'll be doing this 2 times. So I'm just doing one side of the bag with you today, and then your homework will be to get those all done this next week. So we want to reduce our stitch length. Again, we're going to stitch along here. It says to use a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And so we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. So I had my my stitch length up a little bit, so I'm going to go back down. It says between a 1.6 and a 2.0, so we're just going to go ahead and put it at a 1.8. We're doing a 1/4 inch. So
Someone had asked earlier for your patchwork hobo bag, so I put that in the lineup and it's in the bubble right now.
Oh, okay, that's the Kate bag?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Moving over a little bit. I just noticed. I'm going to lift this up. There we go. So again, we're doing about a 1/4 inch seam allowance. We've centered this on here. All right. Perfect. All right. So I think I'm actually more like 1/8 of an inch. I was kind of using the side of the foot here. So it's a little smaller, but that's okay. We're gonna just go with it. If you do that though and you want to go back and adjust it, you can. Waiting for my Kate Bake part. Peggy, and I'll check with shipping because I know I made some for them, and we'll make sure we get it to you. And so if we have any other ones that need to go, I will definitely make sure they're printed and ready to go. So, all right, so we do that. It says once you've stitched the 1/4 inch to cut it down to 1/8 of an inch, which I kind of accidentally did it that way to begin with. And so, and then the next thing you want to do, let's see, snip inner corners. Oh, snip indent. So we're going to cut this whole thing, regular scissors. So when you're doing that 1/8, you're going to also cut the regular fabric. So you're going to go just in like this. And we'll go over there. These scissors are not great. If you need new scissors, because you have scissors like these ones right here that aren't working that well for you, then these ones are fantastic. So, all right. So we're going to cut both those corners. This one I did actually get 1/4 inch, so I'm trimming that down. Now you could also use your rotary cutter if you wanted. You go down there. I'm just going to use scissors. There we go. Perfect. Toss that. And we're going to trim into those corners, being careful, of course, not to cut our seam. All right. And then I think we're going to do some pressing. So I'm going to move these things off the mat. All right. Oh, they won't go on straight, but that's okay. There we go. All right, so it says, turn and press the facing. So we want to turn it all the way in this way, but I'm going to start off first by just sort of, I'm going to finger press this to help start that. Oh, I love this combination. Hope you guys like it. Here we go. And there we go. All right, now I'm going to fold it this way. Alrighty, so there we go. So again, we're just pressing that back. And just take your time. I'm going to do the same thing over here. All right. All right, so yesterday, my husband, who loves to cook, he has been trying for years, and I don't know why, because it's not healthy, and he is constantly talking about how he likes to make healthier foods. But for years, he's been trying to make a good mac and cheese, and so yesterday finally he found a recipe that uses sodium citrate, I guess. It was the creamiest mac and cheese ever. Like I told him this morning, I'm like, don't take this wrong, but it tasted manufactured because it was so creamy. And so he was like, I'm not insulted at all. That's exactly what I wanted. So it's really good. So I don't know if any of you have a good mac and cheese, but I feel like mac and cheese is one of those underrated foods. Like you get it and you think of like it being such an easy dish, but it's actually kind of hard to make. And so all right, guys. So you can see now we have that indent. Here, I'll move it over here, make it easier. So we have that indent now. So that's where our zipper is going to go. Kind of give you an idea. So that is where, I'll turn it upside up for you guys. So that is going to be the indent where that zipper is. All right. So what's our next step? Probably something to do with that. with right side up and the zipper closed, which means I need to put a zipper pull on it. So I've included in the kit zipper tape and zipper pulls. I tend to just stick them on here and hope for the best. Some of you may have the little plastic doohickey that holds it, and then you're able to slide it on. If you're having trouble getting your zipper head to go on, like I'm of course going to have trouble because I'm live with you guys at home, I can slide these on no problem and they just work. So I usually start on one side and then I slide the other one up. Let's see. Is it going to go for me? No. All right. So here's what you do. If you're having trouble like I am right now, you take off the top, I would say like 3 zipper teeth. So I'm just going to trim that way. I'm going to fold that down and I'm going to take off 3 of those. Ooh, there we go. So you can see now I have a little, oh, you can't see it. I have a little notch here. So I'll be able to put this side on first. And you can see I'm putting like the shape of my zipper that way first. All right, in there. And then I'm going to put that in there. Keeping, I know I've cut it so that that's pretty straight. All right. And I hate to admit this, but sometimes I have to kind of pull on it. Let's see, get back in there. There we go. So I've got it far enough up, I actually don't have to do what I was going to admit to. All right, so my zipper looks good. I'm on there now. I was able to pull it. You know what, Sharon? We have some zipper tapes with us today that are stripes, but I don't have, so I can show you. There's some of our colors. And I've been using a lot of just the neutral color and then adding different zipper pulls to it. So I will make an item for it for next week, and I'll do a couple different colors for you guys. And so I'll do a cream. I have, I'm actually using a dark color for the Bag Lady Club kit. And then I can't remember, I think for the spring event, we're going to use a blue. So I'll have some choices for you too. And so, all right, so that's on there now. If you're interested in zippers, oh, these ones don't come with pulls, but these ones do. There's a red with gold and a red with nickel. So those are a couple choices. These are such fun colors. I actually think a full set of these is mine for at home. I think I bought them and showed them to Gloria, and I don't know if I ever replaced, I don't think I ever took them back home. So, but this is a kind of red with a pink. I don't know, they're really pretty. There's a pink color, a fuchsia, an orange, a blue, and a green. And actually, now that I think about it, I think they also came with gold. So anyway, there we go. So, all right, so we're going to, and this is where I need my tape. Let me double check. I don't think we stitched along the bottom there. I think we just left it and then stitched after. Turn and press. Yeah, just turn and press. With right side up and zipper closed. So we're right side up, zipper closed. And I like the zipper going to this side. You can go whichever side you prefer, but that's kind of my preferred. I did it backwards on accident on this one. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. It still opens and closes. Let's see. We want to sew along the edge of one 14-inch zipper to top edge of each lining piece. Okay, so they want it to go on the lining piece, not on that. So the lining piece is H. I love that she kind of puts these letters on them too, so I can go back and easily be like H. Where is piece H? It's a 14 by 14 square. Now these should have shape flex on them, but guess what I didn't quite get to? This particular piece. What I should have done, knowing I was only going to get a little done, I should have just done the pieces I needed, right? Kate's nodding her head like, yeah, that would make sense, but that's okay. It is what it is. All right, 14 by 14, so we don't have to worry about which side because they're all kind of the same. So we're going to put this up here. I loved Biani's double-sided basting tape, and I don't have any with me today because I didn't bring my lovely plastic bag of goodies. But that's okay. We're going to clip it in place because sometimes we just don't have every tool. I'm going to move my zipper head all the way down to the end. I do like to start with a zipper head or a zipper that's a little bit longer so that I can just have my head off to the end until I get to a point where it gets trapped in there. And so, all right, let's see. Someone said, oh, yes. Hopefully that is a good tip for that pull. So I'm glad that helped. All right. We don't have our zipper foot. I do recommend a zipper foot for this. So we're going to use. We've got our. And not that we can't use it. I'm telling you, I use my compact digital dual feed foot for everything. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to stitch this in place. We just want to put it right on top, and we're doing it right side up. And so here we go. I am going to, in order to do this though, I'm going to move my stitch over, or my needle over to the far left. And then we're going to just tuck this under here. I am going to put a pin in just to start off with, just to get us going so that I don't have to try and hold this in place when I get started. So just up a little ways. All right. So now we're going to go right here. There it goes. Oh, we also can increase our stitch length a little bit. That way if we make a mistake, we're okay. Now I tend to sort of push on my zipper teeth on the side here, just a little bit to keep them in place. Go ahead and remove that needle before we run it over. So again, I'm just doing that. And I'd like to watch, if you look at the zipper, you can kind of see lines going down it. So I try as I'm going just to kind of watch that and make sure I'm stitching in the same spot. You can also see, and this, because of this foot, you can see where it's hitting on this side. So you can kind of just keep that nice and even. Again, a zipper foot makes it easier because then you just line up the side of your zipper foot with the side of the zipper. But my personal favorite is the narrow zipper foot. So, because it can kind of get into any little spots that we might have. Okay. So we have put our zipper on there, and I think we'll probably press back now. So yep, press back. All right. And then we're going to center this. We're going to have to move our zipper head back over. Back over here. All right. Again, this is a time when your double-sided basting tape is perfect because it would hold this on right under here. And so you could use glue if you wanted. I know Carol uses that trick and a lot of us love it. I actually was using glue this weekend, so I was thinking of Carol because I would have never really used it before for sewing. All right, we're going to put a little clip on there. Ooh, we got a nice big fat one. I like that one. All right, here we go. All right. So now we're just going to go and we're going to stitch around this edge. And so you just want to make sure, again, using some tape there. I apologize that I don't have the right tools to be showing you this the right way, but we're going to stitch across and we're going to go down. And so here we go. Okay. Move that over just a little bit. I also highly recommend using thread that coordinates so that it's hidden. So if you make a little mistake, it's not as noticeable. Because right now I am using yellow thread on dark blue fabric. So every little mistake I make, you're going to see. Not that I ever make mistakes, right? All right, here we go. All right, I got a 3.0 on my stitch length, which is about where I like to be. There we go. And I'm keeping an eye on where this is lining up. So if you're doing it like me and kind of eyeballing, just want to make sure that's staying consistent. There we go. And Kate may or may not have put that tape in there, but I know you guys have gotten it before. That double-sided basting tape is fantastic. It's just a staple to kind of always have. It's like a third hand when you're making things, and I think zippers in particular, it's really helpful for. But as I'm demonstrating today, if you don't have it, you can still get this bag done. So here we go. I'm moving that zipper out of the way. And so here we go. And just making sure that zipper stays consistent as far as the distance.
I have that tape in the bubble now.
Oh, great. So Kate did put the tape in the bubble. And so if you're wanting to get some for the project or any project, you can get that. All right, I'm going to turn that. I'm going to move my zipper head back down here just to kind of make sure everything's lined up as well as possible. And I think I went a little too far, so I'm going to go back a stitch. There we go. And then up we go. Now a stiletto is also nice at this point if you want to use it for just kind of holding on to that zipper. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. Oops, thought I cut it, but I pushed. All right, look how nice it looks. So even without my tape, but the tape just makes your life a little easier. So this is going to be one of your pockets. So we're going to open that up. Obviously not much of a pocket right now, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold this up. And so so we're going to pin that. We're going to bring that all the way up here, lining that up. And if I remember right, what do we do here? Okay. Okay. Okay, so here we're supposed to stitch across the top. So we're creating that pocket. So we've folded it up and we're going to bring it right up here to the top side of our zipper. So the top edge, which I know is a little hard to see on here because it's cream, but we're lining that up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over and we're going to stitch between our indents. So we're going to stitch here to here, which means you can see under here, there's going to be some left over. The reason we want that left over is we're going to fold this back and we're going to stitch down the sides of our pockets to close that in. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then we're going to be adding our handle and our web on. Do we have enough time?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to take too much longer, guys. I know we started a little late, but I know there's also a show at 3, so. All right, so here we go. So again, we're just going between those notches. I'm going to move my zipper down to get started. There we go. Stitch just a little bit right there. So I'm going to just move the that zipper head back out of the way. All right, there we go. Oh. Just realized I managed to flip my zipper around to the opposite side again. See, I hear Kate sniffling too. I think maybe it's dusty in here. I don't want to be getting sick, so I'm like looking for anything at this moment to. Nico was sick and I managed to stay healthy through it. So, all right, so I've stitched across the top, caught everything, we're good. So we're just gonna fold this back and we're gonna just stitch down the side here. And so, just wanna make sure you catch everything. We're going over that zipper. If you want, you can back stitch over that zipper just to reinforce it. You don't need to because it is kind of already stitched inside there, but if you wanted to. So we got that. I'm going to do it for this side as well. Okay, just keeping that out of the way. I'm going to move that zipper pull out of the way so we don't have the bulk. There we go. Now we want to just cut off that extra that we've got there. And then, oh, I see my hands. Nothing else. I don't know if we locked up. I think it might have.
I'll reconnect it. We're still good on our end though.
Oh, okay.
Everyone can still see what you're doing.
Oh, can they? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to just cut the ends off, guys. So we just trim that off. Throw those away. Do pretty well. Okay. So there, we've got our pocket now. So cute. And look what you see when you open it up. So lovely. All right. So then we need main fabric piece C, which I think might be this. Let me double check based on cutting instructions. Piece C is 16 by 2.5, so I don't think that's it. No, that's the top piece. I can see nothing. Nothing at all. Hopefully they can see. Here, I've got the app running. Let's see. You guys might be seeing me checking the app. Just see where we're at. I don't want to move on if you're... Oh, it's a little behind. All right, so I think they can see me.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, so we're good. Yeah. All right, perfect, guys. All right, so I'm going to take the piece C, and I believe we fold it in half. Wrong sides together. So we're going to fold this in half, wrong sides together, just like this. So this is that piece that I said I really think it should have the shape flex on. This is the outer one. So I want to see how it, with being pressed, how it holds. Maybe even do a little bit of steam in there. Because if we're not sure about it, we could do a quick stitch across here. Steam it. Give me a little mini facial while I'm here. All right. Alrighty. So there we go. I think that looks good. All right. So we're going to line this up with this.
Everyone loves the bag so far.
Oh, good. I love how this fabric is turning out. So I'm glad you guys like it. And I think the hardest part is putting the gusset on and lining everything at that point, like lining it up. And so, but that's for next week. We don't have to worry about that now. All right, so we're putting that little strip on there. I do like it much better being stiff. But again, if you wanted to stitch across there, that might be a little bit beneficial. I'm going to ignore it today. I'm going to go ahead and clip these in place. So we've got our pocket, we've got our little zipper cover, and then we have the top part of our bag. So, and you'll be doing these steps twice. And so I can see myself now. I'm going to just unzip all of the way because we're starting at this end when we sew. Sorry, I have that pull picked up so that you can't even see what I'm doing. So again, I'm just going across here and I'm just clipping in place. So here we go. All right. So I'm going to go and I'm going to stitch across here. And so I think it calls for, I think it's 3/8 of an inch. So that's what it's calling for. Now we just want to be careful of our zipper teeth. And since I'm using the compact digital dual feed foot instead of a regular foot, I may be a little off on my seam allowance just because it's a little harder for me with the zipper teeth to get over that far. So let's see how we do. Let me make sure I back stitch. There we go. So far we're doing all right. Just trying to take my time. All right, here we go. I'm going to just lift this up. I just want to move my zipper pull out of the way now that I'm down at this end, and then we'll finish that off. Make sure everything is lined up still. Looks good to me. All right. And if you're not sure about the 3/8, remember most of our feet are marked with 1/8 inch marking, so that a lot of times will make it easier. So we got a cross there, that looks good. Ah, oh my goodness, guys. It's so cute. It's really cute. All right, it needs to be pressed. Look. Oh, I got a couple threads that meandered their way through. So we are going to be stitching this up above. You can see on here how it's stitched up. So we'll just press that up and then we'll be able to do that. Let me get the instructions out of the way. Oh, I'm so pleased. I wasn't sure if I was going to love it once I got it going, but it's so pretty. Now, if you were being really neurotic and crazy like I can be sometimes, you could also fussy cut and try and get this to all match up. Or if it makes you crazy, if it doesn't match up, the other idea is to use this strip and put in something else. So you could do a solid, a grunge, you could use your lining fabric if you wanted to do something like that on there. And then that way you're not worried about it matching up at all. In fact, I love that. I may undo it and put that on there. How cute is that, Kate? What do you think?
I like it.
Right? Oh, guys, totally want to do that. All right, but okay, you know what? I'm going to. So I'm gonna do this step, but I'm not gonna stitch it down because you guys know how to stitch it down, right? All right, so I'm gonna just press this up. In fact, I think I'll go from the back side first. So I'm gonna just press this up. And it's pretty thick in here. And we're making the webbing kind of go to the seam and then back up again. So that's okay.
You're using one of our newer Panasonic mini irons, which we have a really good deal on right now, and it's in the bubble.
I have to admit, this iron is much better than the old one, I think, as far as holding its heat longer. Because I have the Panasonic at home, and I get kind of frustrated sometimes if I'm adding a lot of shape flex or bosal, and it like loses its heat. So it's nice. It's a pretty color. All right, guys. So we're going to do that for both sides of our bag. And so that is your homework for this week, is to get everything cut and interfaced and then make your 2 sides. And then next week when we get back together, we're going to be putting our gusset on and creating our lining, which is really easy because there's no pockets on our lining. Oh, so strange to me, but hi Judith. And so, all right, like I said, I'm gonna change mine out because it's really, I think it's gonna be really cute with the lining as that instead. So I'm gonna trim my threads. All right, guys, do we have anything else? I think we've run out of time, but.
We do have all of
them. Oh, Tilda, do you guys want to see the Tilda? There's a lot of bolts of it. We might be here a while. So if you guys want to check out, don't do it. You want to see this fabric. You know you do. Poor Kate. She's like, what do you mean? Don't tell them they can do that. All right, I'm going to move all my things out of the way so I don't lose them. Keep all this with this. All right, here we go, guys.
I kind of have them all in like color order. So we're going to start reds into greens, yellows. We'll end with some pinks and purples.
Ooh, okay. So you guys can hear Kate. She's got her mic on. I'm all like about to repeat what she said, but you don't want to hear it. Oh, these prints are so pretty. Look at this. So this is Tilda, and this is Brie Basics Burgundy. And when you're looking at it, it has kind of like a little periwinkle dot inside of there. It's got that kind of soft tannish color, and then the red background.
And if anyone likes Tilda, we might not be able to get some of these fabrics again, so definitely get your hands on it.
Okay, so I assume you guys all heard that we can't get everything back. I love this one with the periwinkle in it. But if you're not a periwinkle girl, guess what? Not a problem. We have it right here. This is slightly lighter though. The background's kind of like a rust color maybe? What color do they call it? They call it Brie red. So they call this one red and the other one burgundy. Okay. I can go with that. And it has little green dots on it. So I don't know if you can see that or not in there. Oh, there you go. They look kind of tan in the image, but they're green. And so I know my nail polish. I went a little crazy this time. I was like, oh, I'm going to go purple. And so here, I want to just fold this up so that we don't have to redo that. Oof. Okay, sorry. I want to be quick, but at the same time, I don't want to make Kate and Sophie have to like fold every one of them. Oh, look at this one. This is neat. So this is called Poppy Seed Dusty Peach. And so it's got like a light peach behind and then just like these little tiny dots all in there. Really cute. Here's one, like the first ones we had. This one is the ginger version. So Brie Basics Ginger High. Sophie just came in. So this one has got kind of, it's sort of a, well, they call it ginger, which is a good word for it. It's sort of an orangish color. And then the flowers are yellow with little red centers. And then we've got the little green dots again. And so sweet. And then this one is Poppy Seed Terracotta. So a little bit darker you can see than this one here. So that was I think that was, this one's peach, this one's terracotta.
And we printed out some of their free patterns.
Ooh, oh my gosh, you guys. So I know a couple of you have said that you love Tilda. And oh my gosh, look at this. So Kate, let's go move these out of the way. Oh, Kate printed these out. But Tilda makes, they have tons of patterns. And they're free and they're amazing. And so like for Easter, look at this little Easter eggs. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Someone needs to make these. All right, and then, oh, look at this. You have over a month until Easter. I'm just saying, like if you really were committed, look at the pillow with the bunny and the flower and the quilt. So many choices. And that's one of the things I love about her too. She'll like do a quilt block or a piece and then shows you like different ways to do it, different colorways. And like, here's a pillow, here's a tote bag, here's a quilt, here's a, like she has all kinds of fun things. All right, what's this one? Oh, see, this is that same pattern, but she did just the flowers. And so, potted flowers. Oh, the instructions printed too.
Yeah, I printed just so they could see kind of like.
Oh, if you want to, yeah, if you want to see, here, I'll turn it.
Yeah, it shows you all like the materials that you need. Like these are full free patterns.
You're right.
For you to, and they're right on her website.
Right, exactly. That's a good point. They're not just like ideas. They are truly patterns. You can see on here. So this is just the one. This is that potted plant one. All right. It shows you how to stitch it all. Oh my goodness, the sewing one. Look at this guy. I haven't seen this one before. I wonder if this is newer. So it has sewing machine. So you could have like a little pillow in your sewing room. That's a sewing machine. It has scissors and threads, little pin cushion. So cute. There we go. Do you think my son would like a sewing machine pillow in his game room?
Yes.
Definitely, right? All right. And here are some origami birds. Really cute. I have seen this quilt made up, and it is stunning. It's so nice. Oh, here's another one I don't think I've noticed before. Maybe because that looks challenging to me, but so cute. Look at that gazebo and those fun little trees. And so, the butterfly. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this butterfly. That is so sweet for spring. The patterns are on the Tilda website. And so I think it's just tildafabrics.com, is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, and if you go in there, just free patterns. Like, I don't think she makes patterns to sell at all. I think they all go along with her collection lines. And so, I mean, the only thing she says is like for a quilt shop, if you're going to like do something with the patterns, that you have to use her fabrics, which is very reasonable. And so, those are the ones that we kind of, well, Kate printed them out. I was going to say we, but I had nothing to do with it other than I mentioned that there were patterns. So these are a lot of the spring ones. And so
I think it's really good to, like, whenever you see a fabric line, you're like, oh, I'm not really sure what I would do with this.
Right.
I feel like having all those free patterns just as inspiration, you don't even necessarily have to do that exact thing.
Right, exactly. So those are really cute. Where can we get the pattern? Oh, we just talked about that. So many cute patterns. Yes, so many. They are. So I'm going to show you the rest. I'm going to try and be fairly quick, but we know I'm not the best at that. This is poppy seed tea. So it looks like tea with maybe a little honey in it. And so it has the lighter speckles. And then we've got one of these, the brie. I think this design is called brie. So this one is called Brie Brown. So the background, it has a brown background. The brown has kind of got a little bit of a golden hue to it. And so the flowers, they're kind of a soft corally pink color, and then kind of that blue colored little dots. Oh yeah, she has books as well. You're right, Christina. You have to buy the books though. These are all free. We don't have the book to sell. Maybe we should bring it in. All right, so this one is Brie Mustard. So it does have a mustard background, but it's almost like the mustard is the leaves, and then the very background is like a kind of a softer yellow. This one definitely has blue dots and pink flowers. This one is Poppy Seed Honey. So again, the poppy seeds are the ones with the tiny little dots, and it's definitely a yellow color, and so kind of a yellowy green, I guess. I almost feel like it's more mustard. Like this one says mustard, but I feel like it's the same color as the mustard, but they're calling it honey. I don't know. This is Brie Sand. Okay, that one throws me because I have not seen sand that was green background. So this has got a green background to it. I'm not sure what the sand is about. Maybe I just haven't been to the right beaches yet. So it's kind of a green, and then the leaves are sort of a bluish color. There's some kind of mustard colored dots and pink flowers. Very pretty. This is a little bit brighter green, more of a true green, and it's called Brie Green. And so it has the soft blue dots and the pink flowers. So let's see. Tilda fabrics are so pretty. All right, here we go. We're going in with some more greens. Thank you, dear. All right. So here is a Poppy Seed Olive. And so there's that one. Brie Basics Pine. I like this green. This is a really pretty green. Hopefully you guys are seeing it fast. I'm trying to go fast, so hopefully I'm not going so fast that you're not really getting to see it. Poppy Seed Mist, another really pretty color. We were saying we should have done a Tilda kit for the morning Morning Post bag. And so I don't know which one I would pick though. There's so many good ones. I know. All right, this is Brie Basics Teal. Oh my goodness, there are so many of these because it's really only, I mean, how many fabrics is it when you, like it's the Brie and the poppy seed?
Yeah.
Is it just that?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are all, like there's two different styles of fabric and that, so Fran, did I pull your name? I need to, let's see, when are you coming? I need to run over to pick up an order. May I also pick up the prize when I'm there? Yes, Fran, you can. I just need to actually put it together. If you're coming, are you coming today? I can go do that right after this. All right, I have a dentist appointment. So does my son, so I've got to be quick. But green sand in Hawaii. Thanks, Kim. There we go. All right, so this one is Brie Basics Teal. So it's a really pretty softer, a little bit softer green with the light colored flowers. I like this one. This is pretty, very sweet. And then this one is Poppy Seed Duck Egg. I like the name. So another pretty green. Oh, this is soft. This is kind of a gray blue. It's called soft blue, but it's like a gray blue. Sorry, I want to turn it over so it gets a little bit better look to it. That's a really pretty color. All right, and then Brie Blue. So it's almost a teal blue in the background. And so, and then the lighter blue flowers with orange centers. And so, Poppy Seed Slate. Slate looks really good with the Poppy Seed Blue. Okay, here, can you guys see this? I probably can't even see it. Why am I not doing it this way? Look how pretty this is. I should have done it this way the whole time. What was I thinking?
There we go.
Now you can see all of it. All right, and then this one, this is really pretty too. This one is Brie Basics Iris. That's cute. And it's got pink dots, kind of more of a, like a berry colored center to the flowers. So pretty. Oh, this one's fun. So this one, oh, let me turn it over. Brie Basics Denim. So it's kind of got, definitely has a denim color to the background, pink flowers with a little bit darker pink center and some little green dots. So, oh, all right, we're going to some pinks.
That might be a heavy stack.
Oh, I know. I'm going to hand this off to Kate. Here we go. You got it? We're both like, okay, it's heavy. All right. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry,
good.
Kate.
No, you're fine.
I should have just handed you half the stack. We could have done it in 2 batches. Poppy Seed Dusty Rose. It's pretty, very sweet. This one is Brie Basics Pink. It's a little bit brighter. It has the blue colored dots. This one, Poppy Seed Redwood. And this one is Poppy Seed Mauve. I feel like that took a totally different turn. The others were brighter, and this really is like, if you're looking for something more like subtle, this is kind of more, I don't know if subtle is the right word. Muted? I think that would be a good word. All right, and this is Brie Basics Heather. So it's got kind of a purple background with the pink herb flowers and then a purple little dot. So really pretty. All right. Yeah, thank you. All right, I think we're down to our last batch, guys. All right, so this one is Poppy Seed Mouse. Aw, that's cute. All right, this one is Poppy Seed Putty, so a little bit lighter color. Brie Basics Gray, this is pretty. And then this one's Charcoal, so it's got the dark background and then kind of bluish colored leaves and cream colored flowers. Oh, I like these dots. Poppy Seed Charcoal. I'm trying to see if these little dots are They're probably just a little bit lighter shade, but they, for a moment, I thought they were like a soft blue color. I thought that was kind of cool. All right.
That was everything.
Whew. All right, guys, that's everything. But you know what Fran reminded me? I'm not very good at like actually getting the prizes out to you, but I didn't pick a prize winner today. So if you want to make comments really quick, I'm going to do it real quick. And I have been wanting to find a dice, but oh, you know what we have? We have right, left, center. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Except these don't have numbers on them. Well, all right, let's see. We'll move that out of the way. Got to play a little game, because why not? Sophie told me I was silly earlier. Can you believe it? All right, whoever closed this up really did a good job. Let's see. She might be right. Okay, here we go. All right. We're going to see if I can figure out how to make these work. So what do we get? We got left, left, right. Okay. What does that make? Okay, so 2 left, 1 right. Here we go. And I've had the show on the whole time. See, here I am trying to fight with that little bag. So we're going to go, if I hold my phone this way, and I'll go left, left, right. How's that? Left. Wait, that's backwards for you guys, right? Left, left, right. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what I mean. Okay. Left. Oh, wait. Comments? Here we go. Oh, you know what? It hasn't been keeping my comments. So I don't have comments from the whole time. How is that possible? I wonder if because it reset?
Maybe.
Oh, well, those of you who are commenting now, you're in luck. Keep it going. You could be anything. Let's see. I'll roll one more time just for, no, I won't. All right. You guys ready? We're going to go left, left. It just goes up to the top. And right. And it goes to the bottom. Like, this is no fun. All right. I got to come up with a, let's see. I'm going to come up with a couple numbers. Or, I don't know how to do this way. I'm so confused. How about, I'm going to go to the top. And then I'm just going to, without looking, we're going to go. Let's see how I did. All right. I have Donna Gibson. Donna, you've won. Are you excited? You should be excited. She's writing Love Tilda on there. All right. So I've got Donna on here. I've saved it. I need to come up with a better way to do this. All right. So Fran, I'm going to make yours. I think this is my 4th one I need to put together. So I'll get all of them put together and get your names put on them and see if we can get those out to you. So thank you for playing along with me, even though my game wasn't going very well. Maybe I should get like an alphabet, like, oh shoot, I ruined my bag. I could like, I don't know what I'm thinking most of the time. This is no different. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm done with you and you're done with me, right? So it's been a great show for your homework because I'm here next week, right? I'm here next week and then I'm not here and then I'm here and then I'm not here because my kids have spring breaks at different times, which is really not fun, but that's okay. You have the dice and haven't used them yet. Oh, it's such a fun game. We played it on the cruise last year. Of course, I got in trouble. I won. I played like 50 games, and I finally won 1 round. And I got so excited. I jumped up and screamed, and we were at the piano bar, and the piano guy was just like, that's enough. And so I don't think we played again after that. Like, I feel terrible. And so I went back. I gave him a very hefty tip the next night and apologized when it wasn't busy. And so, but anyway, that's what happened there. Sometimes I get a little excited. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for your homework next week. You're going to have, you're going to do your morning post bag, and you're going to have it all cut out, and you're going to have your interfacing on, and you're going to have your front and your back made. We didn't put our homemade thing on. You should have got one in your kit. So we'll also be putting that on this next week too. So, all right, guys. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. I think we have something at 3. I don't know what, but do you know?
Bernina with Steve.
Oh, Bernina with Steve. So always good to learn more about your machines. And I'm telling you, I know he's not talking about the serger, but that serger is amazing. So if you are like concerned about it at all, one, sign up for the spring event because we're going to be playing with it, and I am obsessed with it. I absolutely love it. I have it at home still. I don't know if Steve's going to get it back before the event. I'm pretty much just claiming it as my own to play with, my own toy at the moment. But highly recommend. And so I am taking spring break. I'm actually going to Charleston, South Carolina. And so am I working tomorrow? Are you coming in, Anita? I'm going to a high tea tomorrow afternoon, but I can come in the morning. In fact, I was going to do these kits in the morning. So if you're wanting to come in and say hello and talk about your Panama trip, please come in the morning. Otherwise, I will be here on Thursday. And so I've kind of changed my days instead of doing back-to-back. So, all right, you guys, thanks again. I know I keep saying it and getting distracted. I appreciate you all for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.